This is registered sex offender 51-year-old Henry Dinkins, who was convicted of assaulting a 5-year-old girl when he was 17. On July 10, 2020, his 8-year-old son's mother dropped off the little boy and her 11-year-old daughter, Bree Asia, who Henry considered to be his stepdaughter, for a sleepover. However, when she came back to get them the next morning, Bree Asia was missing.
Your mom?
Yeah.
And Henry lives here?
Yeah, I guess so. This is where he told me to come.
Okay. What's up, Henry? So this is your girlfriend's address here?
This is good friend. This is crazy, man. This is like, you know what I'm saying? I know she going hysterical, big brother.
Who have you called? What doors have you knocked on?
I don't know these people out here. At first, I was riding around looking. And then me and my son started riding around looking.
Have we called family?
I've called everybody.
We've been everywhere. We've been everywhere.
First of all, she would have never woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and she would have never.
What you mean, 8 o'clock in the morning?
I'm just saying.
That ain't what I said. I never said.
I know you
guys,
didn't say that.
This isn't the time to fight.
Exactly. I don't give a about you walking. You lost her though.
How did I lose?
Because you was watching her, Henry. What the do you mean?
But hey,
I'm gone, sir. Come on, D.
Listen to me.
I'm gone.
Henry claims that the little girl wandered off sometime before he woke up. This was very concerning to her mother because not only was her daughter just a young girl, she was also somewhat visually and hearing impaired. At the time of the sleepover, Henry was living with his girlfriend Andrea in her one-bedroom apartment. The couple slept in the living room while the 2 children slept in the bedroom.
You guys never heard her come down and walk out? There's no forced entry or anything like that?
No forced entry, no.
Was there any fights or arguments or anything last night? Where was she sleeping at?
My bed.
So she was sleeping in the bed with her brother? Mm-hmm. And you guys slept out here?
Yeah.
Because Henry was the last person to see Bree Asia, he was brought in for questioning.
What's taking you so long to answer my phone call and text messages?
Well, I didn't see your phone call. I just answered it just now, did I?
Do you have any info for us?
What type of info? Like what? Like what? I was gonna come down, man.
It just makes it easier if we just can make contact with you right away.
But I was right there with the officer when he called.
Yeah, but then you left.
Because she left, and it made me mad because she was, basically blaming it all on me. This is crazy, man.
Okay. So let's start out with yesterday. When did you pick them up?
Man, I'm trying to stay cool right now. Me and Aisha, I had seen them, and they said they wanted to come and spend time with me. I picked them up at Aisha's mom's house.
And what car were you in when you picked them up?
I don't remember. I think it was the Impala. I don't know. We went to the house. They started playing the games at the house, and then they took their showers, and then they got into bed. Me and Andrew laid down. I got up. I left. When I came back, I did a little look around. I didn't see Bree. I went and looked for Bree. So I only seen Lil Dink in the bed. When I came back, Andrea was up. She like, what's wrong?
And then what'd you tell her?
I didn't tell her nothing. I was just like, man, right now I'm frustrated. I'm looking. I should have said something to her, but I assumed that she knew. I'm like, man, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I was freaking out a little bit. I came back, I grabbed Dink. I texted his mom, like, Bree's missing. She's like, stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me, Henry. So I'm like, man, no, I'm not playing. I'm for real. She was like, you're responsible, and it made me feel so bad because I am responsible, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like lost. I didn't know what to say to her. I was lost for words. I couldn't even talk to her really. And she was yelling and screaming. First I'm thinking like, she ain't really missing. Once it really set in that can't nobody find her, that's when it hit me. She's missing.
Did you have your phone then when you were looking for her or no?
No. The phone wasn't even a concern.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Finding her was the concern.
For sure. Would you be fine if we downloaded the phone to have the call logs and the text?
For what reason?
To corroborate everything here.
I can just show you my phone.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You want to see, I can just show you my phone. I mean, I can just open up my phone and let you go on my phone.
What's the passcode to the phone?
Just give me my phone and I'll open it up for you. Why are you looking at me to do my password?
Well, that's what I asked.
No, I said I will open it for you.
Yeah,
but
I'm
not going to give you my password.
Okay.
Why are you still watching? I don't want to open it then, bro.
You know? Okay.
Not if you're staring into me while I'm trying to get my number.
What I'm doing is I'm making sure that you're not going in and deleting anything. That's what my concern is.
Why would I delete something?
You never know with guys. Trust me. It happens.
I understand how I got suspicious with my own kids, man. These are my kids.
Breathing kind of heavy, is it? You're just
thinking about my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like it's rough, bro. It's rough. Even though she ain't my biological, but she's still my baby.
What do you think happened?
Big bro, I don't even know. I'm not gonna even try to even put a finger on it. I don't know.
There's a bunch of people right now with the department going out there. We're trying to do what we can.
I hope, pray to God that they find my baby. You know what I mean? Because we need her home.
Definitely.
We need her home.
Yep.
Investigators also speak to Henry's son, DL.
Your daddy picked you up last night. And then what happened when Dad got there?
He told me to brush my teeth, and then my sister came. He said she don't mind if he come.
Did she want to go with him? Okay.
My nana told her don't go, and she went.
Where'd you go right after Daddy picked you up?
He went to go get him some cigarettes, and then we went to his girlfriend's house.
What'd you guys do last night?
Played again.
And where were you playing that at?
In the living room.
Okay, who was in the living room with you?
Andrea.
Where was your daddy?
In the room with Brie.
What was he doing in the room with Bree? Was he sleeping?
No.
Was the door open?
Yeah.
Were you sad that he was playing with her and not you?
Yep. We're mad.
What'd you do after that?
We ate dinner, and then we went to bed, and then I woke up, and then she was gone.
Did you go looking for her?
And then when he got back, and then he told me he was lost.
Did your daddy drive you anywhere?
He went a couple places. He went to go fishing with a couple people.
This morning?
Yeah.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was in the car.
Did you actually see your dad with fishing poles? Or did he tell you he went fishing?
He told me.
Did you see your dad get anything out of the car?
He grabbed some bleach, and what I saw in his trunk, he pulled it out. It was a knife. And then he washed it off.
Washed it off with what though?
Some bleach and a rag.
Do you know where he went fishing? Do you think you could take me that way?
I don't remember that way.
What if I drove you down
It's
that
a
way?
long way.
That's okay.
I don't remember.
So
Just the place that he got stuck.
he got stuck? His car
He
got...
needed another push.
Was it by the river or by a creek?
Water.
So you know you're safe from your daddy, right?
Yes.
Do you know that everyone just wants to find where Briege is, right? Including you, right?
Yep.
Let's talk about after dinner. What happened after dinner?
He had to go to bed.
So you locked the front door before you went to bed.
Yep.
So then what happened?
I woke up. He kicked me. Oh, and then I know that him and Brie was walking down the stairs.
Was it light outside or dark outside?
Light.
And how do you know it was him and Bree?
Because I heard Brie's voice.
Where were you when you heard her voice?
In the bedroom.
In the
peeking.
bedroom. Why were you peeking? Was there something going on that you were...
Because I was making sure he wasn't doing anything with my sister.
Was he doing anything to your sister? No? Did your dad tell you not to say anything about something?
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me what your dad didn't want you to say?
Nothing.
Why are you getting mad at me?
I'm not.
Well, you are. Did your daddy say anything about the trailer?
He told me don't tell y'all where the trailer's at.
Why did he not want us to know about it?
Because he was afraid. He said, if you tell anybody that I got a trailer, I'm going to tear you up.
In the meantime, Aisha and the local community look for her missing daughter.
There's behind the scenes type stuff, okay? We're doing search warrants, we're doing pinging the phones, okay? Obviously Henry ain't talking. everybody is working on it, okay? It doesn't end, okay?
I know, but it's 9:31 and I haven't heard from her. Not okay. I can't go to sleep with that. Like, what the f? It's 9:30 and she's nowhere.
We're not stopping looking for your baby, okay?
But I can't go to sleep without knowing she's okay. I have not heard from her. Me! I would do anything! Why my baby? Why?
As investigators realize that DL's story contradicts what Henry says about what happened that fateful night, they take a closer look into Henry's whereabouts. They catch him on CCTV footage at 3:30 a.m. pulling into a gas station to get gas. He goes in to pay for the gas and is seen looking back into the parking lot as if he's monitoring what's going on in the car. He arrives back at the apartment just before sunrise. He picks up his son and leaves. They then go to Walmart at about 7 a.m. where he purchases bleach. Although these actions were suspicious, it wasn't enough for an arrest. For months, investigators looked for additional clues to what possibly could have happened to Breasia, but unfortunately came up empty-handed until 8 months after she disappeared. A group of fishermen stumbled upon a skull in a pond that had been hidden by overgrown foliage.
An autopsy on the remains was conducted. We've received confirmation that the remains are those of Breasia Terrell.
She had been shot in the lower portion of her jaw, and the bullet traveled down the vertebrae of her spine and again in her right shoulder. Then, shortly after she was found, a man came in to speak with investigators and provided them with the evidence they needed to convict her killer.
We got a phone call that you had some information that you wanted to share with us. Tell me everything that you can possibly remember.
My buddy was asking me that because when I was over at his house last night, I said, you know what's weird about them finding that body up there or whatever? I said, last fall, and I said, I can't remember the date. I said, I pulled a black man out of the ditch there in the morning, like 4:30 in the morning.
Law enforcement does find one witness they believe can place Henry Dinkins in the area of the murder.
What color was the car?
Almost positive it was maroon. I can guarantee it was an Impala.
So I got on the 4-lane and I went about a half mile around the corner, and a black man jumped out the road in front of me and waved his arms. He said he was stuck in a ditch and asked if I could pull him out. So he got in my truck, I took him down about another half mile, and there I seen his car in the ditch, and it was towards the south end of that pond. His trunk was facing, he was skewed just a little bit off the edge of the ditch. I just spun around and backed up to him and I pulled him out. I asked him what the hell he was doing up here. Yeah, he said he made a wrong turn. Was there someone else in the truck? No.
Although this could not be confirmed due to the degree of decomposition of her body, investigators believe that Henry took Breasia to the wooded area where he sexually assaulted her, and to cover up this crime, he murdered her. Henry Earl Dinkins was sentenced to 2 life sentences without parole and was also ordered to pay $150,000 in restitution to Aisha.
All right. Your Honor, my name is Aisha Langford, as I said before, mother of Breasia Terrell. Before I continue, I'd like to thank the court for providing me the opportunity for me to speak today. July 9th, 2020, exactly 3 years ago, since the last time I saw my baby girl, when I dropped her clothes off for her and DL after I got off work and showered and headed over to the Jersey Ridge Apartments complex. Once I got outside the complex, Breasia running out smiling as she always does, a smile that can light up a room, any room. We spoke for a few minutes while she held her dog, Chloe. She said she loved me, and I watched her run around to the apartment complex while her lovely locks bounced away around 6:30-ish. Those are my last words with my baby girl. So I wrapped my mental around her face. Her last words, she said to me, the amount of pain I felt and feel that no mom should ever have to feel, because, man, that stuff hurts real bad in a different spot. I didn't even know it existed until you, Henry Dinkins, changed that for me. Broke my trust and emotions I had the day you took my baby girl from me and just gunned her down like she was nothing and left her and never said a word at all. It's really painful that a statement could bring so much anger. I have a number of questions for you, Henry Dinkins, surrounding that night that played through my mind every day. Did she want me? Was she scared? Did she see those gunshots coming? Did you shoot her while she was trying to get away? Did she scream for help? Did she beg you to stop? Did you see in her face when she realized she was shot the first time? What was her last words? Did you stay and watch my baby die? How long did she suffer? Did you watch the life leave from her beautiful hazel eyes? What did you do to my son? Why? Do you know the answers to any of these questions I asked, huh? Henry Dinkins, while you sit in this courtroom as if this shit don't hurt you, watching you during these proceedings. That isn't right. You sit there with smiles and chatter during sensitive things and then try to speak to me when you never once spoke to me after July 14, 2020. You remember. When I saw you in Scott County Jail telling me you didn't do this, but why you haven't said nothing then? Why? Henry Dinkins, closure doesn't exist here in this case. Justice doesn't exist here in this case. You didn't just take away my baby's life. You didn't just take away my baby's life. You took away everything from me. My family's sense of security, laughs, health, and potential. Potential for Breasia to be someone's wife. The potential to be a mother, a college graduate, prom, everything. Oh, my baby girl, Henry. I went from believing I wasn't the best mom, but made things happen, but best I could, to downing myself day in and day out as, what kind of person am I not to have protected my daughter? I've broken myself down many a times over and over, analyzing text messages, calls, and conversations about everything, trying to figure out what I could have done differently. I watched my oldest son completely lose his childhood and be the cast of being the man of the house for me, because I was truly broken the day I got the call stating they found my daughter. I'll never forget, March 22nd, 2021, around 7:30 p.m. They told me they had information I have been waiting on, so that night my tummy was in knots, and all I did was cry, and I held my pillow so tight, trying to hurry the nightfall so I could get up, so I could rush the kids to school and get on that highway near DeWitt, March 23rd, 2021. Once I got out there, it was a feeling I can't even describe, because it was the snuggle on my heart. Mentally, I was going insane because that was a different feeling in my body I wasn't used to. I kept myself covered from the media footage that was other while I shed so many tears inside because I couldn't describe that my daughter laid behind those squad cars and big RV man. I couldn't do nothing to save her. All I got a glimpse of. All I got was a glimpse of a damn blue bag, man, that crushed my whole soul. I promise, broke me down, and still am. And my son commit to every hurt need I need, and still does. I watched my youngest baby. Become unrecognizable. At times, with the amount of anger he sits and holds to from this trauma you put him through, he's so hurt he has no idea how to even understand or even cope with the loss of his best friend, partner in crime, his sister, who helped him through so much of his life. He would too overcome this and gain himself back and be somebody. He would not be what you have put him through or even made him sit through. We are suffering from so much, with anxiety and depression at the top of our list. I can't work at times because all the trauma on top of the world of things I encounter at most jobs, the social media crap, pushed pushed me into a shell I haven't been able to shake quite yet. Our lives changed. 3 years went past us with no stops, right before our eyes. And here we are in this courtroom seeking the justice she deserved so she could be laid to rest properly. Still yet, this all feel like a movie. I haven't changed the channel to because this can't just be it. Like, that's all. That's the piece that sinks in and still hurt because I thought hearing you get a life sentence with no possibility of parole will help me sleep at night. And it just doesn't, because she didn't have to be gunned down like that, nor left like that, out there like she was just trash. She didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve to have her lifeless remains shown across the TVs. Like she did. She did it, Henry Dinkins. So whatever you get won't be enough because your family get to come to see you. And my baby is just that, just gone. And never, ever, ever coming back as she left me July 9th, 2020. Peace, understanding, and forgiveness will never come. I also truly hope what you did to her will haunt you for the rest of your life. I'll hold onto those good memories we shared and not how you left her and how she laid across that damn creepy swamp place thing where you left her and said not one word. How could you? How could you be such a monster, Henry? I am thankful for the justice for Breasia Terrell and my baby boy.